every day we try, we wake up and we try. Like the funny thing I've been finding out about life is when I wake up in the morning, I'm all hopeful, joyful. I have a whole day planned ahead of me. I want to get into doing things, trying things, doing the most. And then along the day, disappointments hit, it comes, nothing ever works out. And then I go to sleep again, wishing that like it all ends, like there's some clarity to this nonsense, to this fucking chaos. And then I go to sleep, I wake up the next day again, hopeful, joyful. It's like in this constant battle of hopelessness and hope, giving up and not giving up. Where every day it's like, what is the point of that day? And then we wake up with the next day and we try and find some point, some purpose, some meaning. But like, is that just life? Like, bruv, what happened to it all? Back in the day, it used to feel meaningful. It used to have substance to it. Right now, it's just, we are doing things for the sake of doing things. That's what I feel. Like my job, I'm not passionate about my job. And I know a lot of people aren't passionate about their jobs. It's not really giving us even enough to truly live our life. We're just doing jobs to survive. It's like the notion of having a career even now is kind of gone, because regardless if you have a degree or not, you enter in this oversaturated workforce where a lot of the jobs are now just AI jobs. Not AI in the sense of artificial intelligence, but you feel like a robot. It's just robotic. It's pain, but you're still surviving off that salary. It doesn't feel like there's much of drive to grow within the industry, because for all the applicants, they're only allowing one up. And it's just like to go play that game of corporate, to climb the ladder and build a career. It's like, what's the point when you've seen flipping 22-year-olds on YouTube making it big of crypto, or making it big of a YouTube video or some crazy stupid shit? It doesn't really matter in terms of humanity's survival to push the ball forward. And it's like, where are we going? What are we doing? Why are we doing the things we're doing? And it's like, I'm just trying to find some clarity in this whole mess. I just want answers, but we will never get answers. No one can give us answers. I can't even give myself the answers that I need to find a purpose in this whole thing. And everything just feels so rushed. Like, if I'm not making money off it, I'm wasting my time. Like, bro, what happened to just enjoying a moment, to doing something without the need to think, is it going to bring me monetary value? Is it going to push the ball rolling forward? What about doing things for my mental health, doing things that I would enjoy, that I can look back on and feel like I've lived my life? But because we are constantly in the survival mode, it feels like we shouldn't be living. Every time I'm trying to do something where I'm enjoying life, or I feel like I'm living, I start to feel guilty, like I'm wasting a day, I'm wasting time. I need to be doing something that's going to make their bank account bigger so I can actually live my dreams. But this whole idea of I need to get to a certain position, certain place in life before I can live my dreams, it means that I'm never really going to live my life now. I'm really never going to live it when that happens, because the end goal is always going to move further and further away out of grasp. And it's like, I'm thinking about it now. Is that just life? We're doomed and destined to be discontent. Is that the human experience? What is the human experience? I've tried having this conversation with a lot of people in person, with a lot of friends, but you see, the problem is a lot of my friends were stoners, so no one really wants to get in deep on such topics. And the funny thing is, with being a stoner, is you always think you're this deep person that thinks out of the box and everything. But when you're faced with some deep question in an alternative realities in what's our purpose here, and no one has answers, no one wants to think into it, you're like, bro, you stoned, shut the fuck up. And then think about it, like, we need to move further. Like, I've moved beyond the high friends and I met sober friends, but they also want to keep it all surface level. I feel like everyone has this group think type of idea where if they feel like a thought strays away from what the general group consensus is, they avoid that thought, they avoid thinking about it, they avoid philosophizing. Like, what happened to a world in which we used to think what we were doing, why we are doing things? It just feels all like now it's living for the sake of living. No one is really out here trying to pave a path forward, define their life on their terms, who they are and what they are doing and why they are doing it. It's just like, you need to fit into a cookie cutter mold. And if you don't fit into that mold, you're going to be an outlier in the box, and you're not going to fit in life in general around the people that you have in life. And it's making me wonder and feel a bit lonely. Like, do I really have people in life if I'm just forced to be something I'm not? Like, where will I ever be at the point where I can find peace and find people that I click in, I fit in with, where I can actually feel noticed, seen, or understood? But I don't know, does it come like from lifelong issues where I felt like I just don't belong, or do I actually belong and I'm holding myself back? Like, the questions on questions on questions, like, it makes me seem like an anxious mess, but I'm really not having anxiety about it. I just always ask why, and I ask why on top of the why. And my brain just wants to go to the deepest level of understanding, to the baseline. But oftentimes I realize that sometimes I'm overcomplicating it. We just need to simplify it. And he's like, does it matter? Does it not matter? Is it good? Is it bad? But then also within that, there's nuances, there's levels to all this shit. And it's so exhausting being a human being because there's no blueprint. There's no ideal way to go about living life. But as soon as you live your life in a way that other people can't understand, fathom, or grasp, they label you as living your life wrong or problematic. And why do we do that to each other? Why don't we just let each person experience life the way they want to experience it? You don't have to do things that everyone else finds important. You don't have to do things that everyone else is interested in doing. We all find joy in doing things differently. We all find purpose differently. And why does my purpose have to be derived from the same thing everyone in my class is doing, eh? Like, I'm going now to study next year. I'm not really doing it because I want to study. I'm doing it because I need to get a job, hey? And I feel like I'm good with computers, IT. I can grasp the programming languages and I can make a future out of that. I also get to work remotely, I guess, I hope. But is it really something I want to do? But I also feel like if I wasn't so exposed to all the possibilities of this world, I would have just jumped into one thing and stuck with it and done it. Like, I would have just taken the first opportunity that came because I wouldn't have been aware of all the other possible opportunities that lie out there. And then just jump in with that and accept that this is life, this is what my life is, and just be happy in that situation. But I feel like because now we have this exposure via social media, by the world being interconnected, by talking with people, with TV, that we can see that there is possibilities out there other than what is just fed to us. The world is big, it's vast. There's a lot of things that we can do with ourselves and our life. And it makes me wonder, like, whenever I jump into something, am I holding myself back from experiencing what actually could have brought me joy? And am I just accepting this thing that I'm doing just for the sake of doing it? But then it also makes me realize that maybe we should detox. Because I feel like with less exposure, our brains are less hopeful. And with less hope, you can be less disappointed or less fed up or disconnected from this whole reality. If we just have a better grasp on what is truly realistic for our own circumstances. But you see, then again, it goes beyond that bullshit because a lot of people overcame their circumstances. They done the impossible that people in their society, in their culture thought they would never achieve, that they told them they were wasting their time. Why be a dreamer? So it's like history is written by these people who go against the grain, and they are the dreamer, the person with the vision, the person who's willing to step outside the box and do what they felt they needed to do. And then life is just filled with these people that want you to just fit in and don't overcomplicate life for the rest of us. Just be like the rest of us. Because it makes me wonder, like, the people who are, I don't know where I'm going with this. Just my morning before work and I'm thinking, why does my brain not click like everyone else around me? Why are other people be able to be happy in the most, what I find, pointless situations, pointless lives? They're able to find happiness and joy. And other people who are doing the most with their life, who are always chasing, who I would deem as, this person made it in life, they clock life, they seem to be unhappy, they seem to be stressed. It's like, what's the dichotomy of all this? It's like, if you want to live a life that's worth living, is it going to suck out from your soul and make you wish that you should have just chosen a simpler life? Because a lot of things come with following your dreams. There's a lot of people that you're going to disappoint. You're going to disappoint yourself. But also, there's a lot of positivities that come with it when you follow your dreams. But following your dreams also can shut you out from other possibilities. So, like, when we do follow our dreams, how firm do we hold on to those dreams? But also, what dreams are my dreams and what dreams are other people's that infiltrated my mind through social media and all of this shit? And where does it start? Where does it end? What are we as people? In my first year when I was doing law, I had like these philosophy modules. And I always thought that they were pointless. But it made me realize something, hey? Like, we look at all this philosophy of people who are dead. They fucking died like years and years ago, like up to centuries ago. Why are there no philosophers now in this current age? Like, people that are actually putting thought together, trying to figure out this thing of life. Because you know what? We're living in such exhausting times. And that's really it. Because now it's no more just having just one field, one job. It's you have to be able to do a variety of different things. Finding that work-life balance is impossible. But finding that meaning in the work we decide to do is the next difficult task, because we're also exposed to what people who don't have to work can live and experience life is. Like, I was just thinking, there's this chick I follow on YouTube now. I used to check her shorts. She lives in America. What does she call herself? Like a homeless traveler. She's basically a freaking hobo because she got nowhere to live. She's just living out of a backpack. and moving around America with a little guitar and just playing songs and whatever. And I'm like, this person is probably going through a lot on a day to day with the struggles and whatever, but she looks happy. And then there's a lot of us where we create presents for ourselves, where we go get a mortgage, we go get a car that we have to pay monthly, installments on our clothing because people buy clothing on accounts. And we create this present around us where, yes, we have the things we want, but they don't really yet belong to us. And we're stuck in a job that we don't want, paying it off. And then either maybe we survive to 50 where we get there 10 years where we don't have to work because now we've paid off our house and everything and then we die. Or most of us die while we're still in the mission of paying this thing off and now someone inherits the debt. And yeah, is that life? Is that life? Are we just working, living to pay for shit? And a lot of the times it's shit we don't need. Like, I've been like in some crazy uncomfortable situations for a lot of people, but it made me realize that in terms of living, I don't really need a massive apartment, a big house, any of that. I just need a comfortable, warm apartment with Wi-Fi and a TV because that is now entertainment in this day and age because it's not like I can go outside anytime I want to go outside. It's not like I'm going to have people to go outside with whenever I want to go outside. It's not like there's a lot of things to do outside for free in today's day and age. It's just we live into work. That's what it feels like, and I'm fucking tired of this shit. I want to take up a stand. I want to figure out a way forward for myself where I can live and earn, but without having to sell my soul to a fucking corporate entity every fucking day. I want to be able to eat food and know that I'm eating real food, not some fucking processed GMO shit. I want to do something in my life that has meaning, value, that, I don't know, I want to impact people's lives. I want to impact my own life in a positive way. And I don't know if I'll ever get it, if I'll ever achieve it, but you know what? For as long as I have that hope, I'm always going to be discontent with the current state of affairs and reality as it is. And hopefully either I achieve it or I'm just going to be always striving to achieve it. Like I said in the start of this video, go to sleep depressed with this fucking world, wake up the next day hopeful of how I can change my life and the world around me. And then obviously get disappointed. But you know what? Do that enough times and do it with a plan. Eventually, I might come right. Or I might just give up. I might just blow my brains out. We never fucking know. But it's worth trying and it's worth being hopeful about because giving up means I just let the system get to me. I mean, I let it win. Whereas if I just wake up every day positive, hopeful, it means there's a fighting chance. Things should come about it. But also, I might just be bipolar. We never know. Anyway, like, comment, and subscribe. Sharp. Bye-bye.